Before we get into today's episode of Smurfs Epic Run, I just want to show you guys the nice little things here in the Smurf shop. Show your love for the channel. Get your sweet Smurf shop merchandise. Link is in the description below of all things Smurfy. And as you can see, we've got these two lovely Pride Month designs. They're going to be available all month long. So, link is in the description below for this shop. And stay tuned. There should be a sale on its way. Smurfy greetings, YouTubers. It is I, Hellgear. Welcome back to Smurfs Epic Run. Now, I said I was going to do the stadium today, but I want to do a little something special. So, I'm going to do some tournament runs. And for these tournament runs, we're going to have a little bit of fun with our boy Wild Smurf here. He's got 3 jumps. Some of you might have already known this in the Smurfs community, but Dupuy, the animation studio that does the Smurfs cartoon currently airing on Nick, gave off a snippet of the 2nd season of the cartoon. And Wild Smurf will be joining the show come season 2. So we're going to showcase him. We're going to let him have his fun. We're going to let him get it all out of his system because we have love for the Wild Smurf here. Let's do some tournament runs. Remember to like, sub, and bell. And let's get things underway. Now then, okay, well, this makes really good sense. We're out in the Grove. Not the Grove, but this is actually the first part of the Grove chapter. When I did season 2 of Smurfs Epic Run, what happened was they introduced Smurfs the Lost Village to the game. And in it, we had a 2-part thing. It was its own chapter, but they changed it in an update to a portal world. So, for the first half, you're running in the Forbidden Forest, which is what you see here. And then in the second half of the Lost Village arc, you're actually in the Grove. So it only makes sense that we're doing this run in the Forbidden Forest. So this is like almost home turf for Wild Smurf. Now, to those of you who don't know about Wild Smurf, Wild Smurf is not like the other Smurfs. You know, he's actually feral. And I say feral for a reason. Apparently, he doesn't speak Smurf English, you know? He communicates with all the animals and stuff. Ooh, that one almost caught me. So it's going to be interesting to see if Wild Smurf is still got the animal instincts. Ooh, I panicked there. If he still has the wild animal instincts that he did in the original cartoon. Let's take the top road this time. Yeah. And that's what makes the Forbidden Forest section a little bit different than the regular game. Because this was the part of the game where the dragonflies would come in. Ah, come on, I double jumped. That's unfortunate. Really good starting run this time. Really good starting run. It's a really good starting run. So as you can see, Wild Smurf hat isn't the same colored cloth. It's not the same cut of cloth. It's actually made out of a leaf, and he's rocking a loincloth. He'll have this exact same design when we see him in season 2 on the cartoon. Not sure when Nickelodeon is going to air second season. But yeah, you know, Wild Smurf is known for like swinging from trees and stuff. Let's rock double coin scepter. Let's get some more loot this time around. You know. But in light of the fact that he speaks like feral, Smurfette can actually understand what he's saying. You know. The greatest thing about Wild Smurf is he has the ability to communicate with animals. There we go. So it's going to be interesting to see if he has like an animal familiar of some type. You guys better be so lucky that I'm doing this for Wild Smurf. Because, man, man, oh man. I messed that up. I messed that up. Can't believe I've actually messed that one up. There we go. A little bit of invincibility there. Oh, I missed the first coin. That's okay. That felt real nice. I have to remember, after a while, the game has to load the next section of the screen. So it'll do that occasional pause. Being a runner game that Smurfs Epic Run is, that's a much better score. Being a runner game that Smurfs Epic Run is, the path for tournaments are on a set loop. It has like laps and stuff. So of course, it's gonna have its moments. You know what? Let's change this up. I just thought of something. Instead of making this solely for tournament runs, let's do this. I think I'm going to play a few stages in the Illusory Castle for you guys. We're not going to make this a boring old tournament only run. We got to hit the Illusory Castle. As you can see, it still has the new tab on there. It's proof that I have yet to enter this particular stage. And there's a good reason for that. We're going to enter that today. All right, we're going into this one blind. That was an alert. Let me check that really fast. Okay, false alarm. The Illusory Castle is actually the last bit of content that the Smurfs Epic Run development team added to the game. They didn't increase the map area, but they added this portal world. So essentially, this portal world of the Illusory Castle is the final area of the game. And you know what? Let's dive right into it. Let's jump in. We'll let Wild Smurf break us in to the perils of the Illusory Castle. It's time to run. Someone suggested that I should have merchandise for Wild Smurf in the Smurf shop in honor of his arrival for the second season of the Smurfs cartoon. And you know what? That sounds like a really good idea. What do you guys think? Would you like to see some Smurf merch of Wild Smurf in the Smurf shop just to celebrate his arrival into the cartoon for season 2? Let me know in the comment section below. Wow, that was a quick red fragment collect. Gotta love that. We don't need to hit this potion, because if we had, we would have missed this dude. All right, that's everybody. Invincibility, we have nothing to fear here. All right. That was a nice little opening level. Got a tournament ticket back. Dividends, ladies and gents. I did not get enough coins. Okay. That's good to know. There are probably going to be some hidden coins. I did not get all of the coins in that stage. Interesting. All right. Excuse me? The chest isn't going off? Okay, I gotta do the second stage where I can get the chest. Yep. Wild Smurf has to hold off on touching the delicious chest. You know, I just thought of this. Since Wild Smurf literally lives out in the forest, right? He lives in the forest. He isn't in the village with everybody else. That's a rescue. Wild Smurf doesn't live in the forest. His hut is up in a tree out in the forest. That's another easy red fragment. Right? Here's just something for thought. What if in the second season, are you serious? Are we really not getting all the coins for this? All right, you know what? You know what? I think it's time for me to bring back another segment. I think it's time for me to bring back an old Smurfs Epic Run segment. Give me this loot. Wild Smurf finally gets his hands on the delicious chest. What? This is an interesting prediction that I have. What if in the second season of the Smurfs cartoon that's airing on Nickelodeon, we find out that Wild Smurf is actually the lone male in the girls' village? Because right now, the if you've read The Village Behind the Wall Volume 3, you know what I'm going to be getting at right here. Right? Because the girls' village is out in the forest now. Wouldn't it be interesting how wouldn't it be interesting if Wild Smurf ended up being the lone male in the girls' village? If all right, this time around we're gonna get the coin requirement. That feels good. 100 worthless experience. I'm level 99. I don't need 100. I don't need the experience. 400 coins. Wow. Okay. This is definitely the area where you have to get a lot of loot. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Now that that has been dealt with, let's get back to Wild Smurf's day. But think about this for a minute. In the Smurfs cartoon, the girls live in the forest. You know, we need an episode where it's just in the girls' village. You know, that's something that Dupuis needs to write into the second season of the Smurfs cartoon. You know, I got nothing against the girls coming to the main village. They're supposed to. You know, Papa Smurf and Smurf Willow have an open Smurf policy about that. They established that in the not just in the movie but in the first graphic novel of The Village Behind the Wall. There's an open Smurf policy when it comes to who can visit which village and whatnot. Definitely gonna need this. Yeah, reload or not. I was expecting that invincibility potion to hit, but you know what? That's fine. It doesn't have to. Now, if I didn't have the fire hose on, that would have been the death of me. Not too shabby. Illusory Castle it looks really nice, but it's not all too threatening. You definitely are going to have to do some real scoring to get into this stage. I can tell just by looking at it. You know, I guess I guess my talk about second season of the Smurfs cartoon is kind of devoiding the takeaway from today's episode, which is about Wild Smurf. But with Wild Smurf debuting, and there's also another character that's debuting, looks like an elf. All I know is it's this female human-like character rocking a grass dress, kind of like Tinkerbell, and she's human size. So it's either going to be like some wild chick, or if this is supposed to be the new version of Mother Nature. I was going to run into the spike, and I'm glad that I jumped last minute because I was expecting a little bit of a get. All right, good to see this is summing up. Definitely got the 400 coin requirement here, and some immortality, which is awesome. It's time to get a gold medal for this now. That was the first fragment? Okay, now they're making you work for it. Good to know. All right, that's nice to see. But yeah, that would be an interesting idea if Wild Smurf is the lone male in the girls' village. I know Rule 34 would have a goddamn field day if that's the truth. If they make it so that Wild Smurf is the lone male in the girls' village of 99 in the female village of 99 girls, I'm gonna be screaming at the top of my lungs because Rule 34 is gonna have the biggest field day with that. They are. They're gonna have the biggest field day with this knowledge. Oh my god, they're gonna have the biggest field day with that knowledge. Wild is kicking it in the grove with the ladies. Yeah, I can just see the art of that now. Let me know if you guys would like to see some Wild Smurf merch in the shop. And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for every bit of support in the Smurf shop. Stay tuned to the Smurf shop. A sale is on its way. And remember, like, sub, and bell. Channel Hellgear is your home for more Smurfs Epic Run. But for now, I take my goose from the oven because I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody.